today with the wonderful Dr. Gigi Vandoros. Gigi, again, was one of our 2019 presenters, and we definitely wanted to bring her back because of her expertise in immune health. Thank you, Dr. Gigi, for coming. Dr. Gigi was born in Concord, New Hampshire, but lived most of her life in Kefalonia, one of Greece's many islands. She attended Palmer College of Chiropractic and graduated with honors in 2017. She is certified in the Webster Technique for Prenatal Population and is in the process of completing a certification program through the Functional Medicine University to further her education in functional medicine and nutrition. She has been working at Ignite Chiropractic for the last 5 years, helping patients of every age and educating them on healthy lifestyle. Please welcome Dr. Gigi Vandoros.
Okay, is this working? Perfect. Okay, it's awesome to be back here. Last time in 2019, it was like a lot smaller. We were in a totally different room. I don't even know if that exists anymore or if this is like the renovated area now, but it's awesome to see, how much has grown over these years. So these past 2 years since I've come, it's been pretty crazy, right? We've done a lot of changes in our lifestyle we would never expect to do. But through all of this, we finally get our biggest question answered. And that is, why did the chicken cross the road? Can anyone guess? She was social distancing. She was definitely ahead of her time, right? Thank you for laughing at that joke. But apart from jokes there, we've been bombarded with so much information of what we should do, what we shouldn't do with our health, and on top of that being poured with fear from news, from the social media, from our friends and family. Everyone has an opinion and a story to tell you, and it just becomes confusing on what should you really do for your health. And today I'm not here to tell you to vaccinate or not vaccinate. I'm not here to tell you to take more vitamin D or more zinc. But what I want to do is I want to share with you guys the 5 essentials of health. And if you stand by these and live by these 5 essentials, no matter what it is, if it's COVID or heart disease or just a common cold, you'll be able to have an advantage to prevent and also fight any type of ailment that comes your way. So before we go into those 5 essentials, we need to define and see what is health actually. So it comes down to one simple thing. It's how our bodies are functioning inside. It's how our bodies are able to adapt to their environment and how we're healing. So with that having in mind, we can go into the first essential, and that is our mind, which is the most important part because everything starts here, right? We first have to think it, and then it will become reality. So I'm pretty sure that most of you have heard of the placebo effect. It's been well documented in medical literature, and a lot of times it has better outcomes than actual treatments. So let's just think for a second about that. Our minds are so powerful and made so great that we can just be given a sugar pill and believe that that's going to help us and it's going to heal us, and we actually heal. It's obviously not the sugar pill that's healing us. If anything, that's causing more inflammation in our body. It shouldn't be healing us at all. It's actually our mindset. It's our mind that is helping us, and we're actually healing. But the same way that we can heal ourselves through our mindset, we can also make ourselves sick. And that's what happens mostly because of the negative thoughts that we have, because we allow for ourselves to be led by hatred or fear, and we have self-doubt. So that's why it's important for us to cleanse our mind and start creating those proper, healthy thought processes. And it's not one size fits all. Every person is very different, and you have to figure out what is that's going to help you to get those steps in your mindset and change your mindset. For some type of people, it's going to be support groups. It could be a life coach. It could be talking to a therapist, getting some self-books. But I'll tell you, you probably all have already the best self-help book that you need, and that's the Bible, right? And taking time to do prayer. Those are so important. We know how powerful that is. It's helped so many people throughout the times and all over the world. So with that being said, we're going to go down to our second essential, and that is having a healthy nervous system. So our nervous system is what connects our inner world, our minds, to the outer world. So for anything to happen in our body, we need our brain to send signals down our spinal cord, and then our spinal cord is protected through our spine, and it branches out to these nerves. And these nerves go everywhere in your body, whether it's a tissue, a cell, a organ, everything is connected. That's the only way the brain can communicate with those areas. So if we don't have a healthy nervous system, how can we ever have a healthy body? How can our brains express 100% life into our bodies? How can we function 100%? So what are some things that can impair our nervous system? So first thing is thoughts, and we already kind of talked about that previously. Our thoughts play a big role with our health. The second thing is toxins. Toxins, environmental, from the foods that we eat or the water we drink, and we'll touch on more on that with the other essentials. We'll go back to that. But the last thing is traumas. Traumas can be big injuries like falls or car accidents, but they also can be repetitive things that we do every day, like looking at our phones, right? How many hours we spend doing that, putting stress on our necks, or slouching in our couch and slouching on our desk there and doing computer work. So all that can cause misalignments to our spine, which then will lead to interference of the nervous system. And now the brain cannot communicate properly with the body, and now we start having less function in our body, less healing. So this is what I do every day, and that's what I see so many patients, and I help them with that journey of adjusting them and allowing for their nervous system to optimally function. And this is what led me into chiropractic itself. It was my mom's story of falling off the roof, breaking her back, being for a month in the hospital, and many months after that just having pain until she got adjusted, and she had her nervous system work optimally, and finally she could go back to gardening and cooking and doing all the things she loves. So that's very vital for us to have a healthy nervous system. Going down to our nutrition, number 3 is having a healthy nutrition. And I'm going to start with one thing before I get into that, is we cannot out-supplement bad nutrition. I'm not saying not to take supplements. We have them at the office, and I recommend them. But first, we have to have a good foundation. We have to have a balanced diet, not inflammatory, and then we can add on top of that the proper nutrients or minerals or whatever that may be to supplement the body. So 3 things to keep in mind when it comes to our food and our diets is, first, we want to remove any added sugars. Second, we want to restore healthy fats. And third, we want to rebuild healthy proteins. So going back to the sugars, we know that sugars are inflammatory. They increase heart disease and cancer and diabetes. So we want to make sure that we remove any added sugars. That means whatever also, when we eat it, becomes a sugar, like bread and pasta, unfortunately. So those are things that we want to stay away. The other thing, which was the healthy fats, the purpose to that, to bringing in healthy fats, is we want to become fuel flexible. So we want to be able to not only use carbs for our fuel and for our energy, we want to be able to use fats for that. And it has to be healthy fats, because we use fats throughout our body. We need them for vitamin absorption. We need them to build our hormones. Our brains and nervous system are mainly made from fat. Our cell membranes are made out of fat. So we need to have healthy fats. We can't shy away, because at some point, no one wanted to eat fats because it would make you fat and all that. We know that that's not true anymore. So The biggest thing, though, is when it comes to that is to make sure that we're not putting in our bodies damaged fats. We want healthy ones. What does that mean? It's simple. Just ask, was this fat man-made or was it God-made? For example, was it canola, which is man-made, or hydrogenated oils, or is it virgin olive oil? Definitely we want to go with the virgin olive oil. When it comes to rebuilding our proteins break down to amino acids, and those are the building blocks of our body. They literally make up everything. They make up, hormone receptors, bones, skin, cells, everything. So we need to have healthy and good proteins so that we can build a healthy body. So number one, when it comes to the proteins, we want to get proteins from naturally raised animals, not filled with hormones and antibiotics and being fed with GMO corn or sweets or whatever they give them to make them bigger. So we want to make sure that they're coming from a grass-fed, a good raised pasture, and that way we're putting the good proteins in our body. Now I'm going to go down to healthy oxygen and lean muscle. So what does that mean? It means basically we need to move. So unfortunately, in our sedentary life, we have to make time and schedule planned exercise to get that movement. And I know most people dread exercising, but it can be very easy, and you guys have a lot of resources here with, the fitness and everything. But I'm gonna have you guys get up a little bit so we can kind of move around, and we'll see how easy it is to create that movement in your day. Can you put 15 seconds for me? So everyone stand up, and we're gonna run in place as hard as we can. We want to elevate the heart rate. So we'll start now. So just run in place. Awesome. Great. She's going real fast. Made it? Okay. How easy was that? I mean, anyone can do that. You just can get up. You just have to get up. First, it starts from the mind, right? We think of it, and then it will happen. So we want to get up, and you can have a seat. Thank you for participating with that. And having it in mind when we're doing these things, when we're elevating our heart rate and all that, it's not only that we want to exercise because we want to look good and, get all toned, but it's important that the other things that we don't actually see that are happening in our body, like regulating our sleeping patterns through exercising, lowering our blood pressure, and decreasing depression and anxiety. We can increase our bone mass by exercising, and a lot more. We eliminate toxins through our sweat by doing exercise. And that takes us down to our final essential, which is minimizing toxins. So when it comes to toxins, you want to think of our body like a bucket being under a faucet that never shuts. So if we keep on putting water in that bucket, what would happen? It will overflow and it will spill out. This is what happens in our bodies, and this is what's called toxic bioaccumulation. So we're constantly exposed to all these toxins that are causing hormone disruptions, they're damaging our neurons, causing cancer. So our body, the only way that it can clear that out is through our immune system. But when it gets overwhelmed, it's not able to work properly, and now we get sick. So some toxins that are really key when it comes to household and personal care products is DEA, propylene glycol, and sodium lauryl sulfate, or SLS. We'll put it on the ingredients list. There's toxins in our water. There's chlorine. There's arsenic that's been found in water. There's toxins in our foods. And I wish I could go more deep. It'd be a whole different talk just on all those toxins. But I'm going to keep it short. There is a great website, ewg.org, which lists all the toxins. You can even go and check your own water in the area that you are. You can put your zip code, and it'll tell you what the water is like there. So it's a great resource. And our job with the toxins is, first of all, we need to get familiar, know what toxins are out there, and know what to look for when we're looking at our products. And once we do that, we're never going to be able to completely not have any exposure to toxins, unless, I don't know, you live in a bunker far, far away from everyone. So we're always going to be in contact, but we can at least lessen the burden on our bodies so that it has a chance to actually clear out those toxins. So that would be the biggest thing, just being aware of that and knowing those toxins. So that concludes my 5 essentials. As you see, all of them are quite intertwined with each other, and there should be a balance, but it can be overwhelming to do all of them at once. So I would say, first of all, we need to start with our mind, and a lot of the other things will just follow. If you're already good and you think your mindset is where it should be and you're ready to start, then just tackle the one that's the most difficult for you. And then slowly, all of them will balance out, and you'll get to the point where you're good on all 5 essentials. So thank you very much. It was great being here and talking to you guys. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'll be here afterwards, and you can come up and ask me anything you like.
Thank you, Dr. Gigi. And if we have a third retreat, we're definitely having you back again. Now is our opportunity where your name could be drawn out of that pink, sparkly bowl. Dr. Gigi was overly generous to us today. She has donated a free consultation and a reboot kit. The consultation value is $240, and it includes your exam, your x-rays if needed, and your first adjustment. Also, in the reboot kit, it's a value of $194, and it includes your detox system supplements, which is the omega-3s, inflammation support supplement, and your protein powder and your 14-day reboot book. So, Gail, let's draw a name out and see who our winner is.
Okay, I'm so excited about this. This is a deal of the century. My son is a chiropractor, and I'm telling you, you are really doing something special for the woman that gets this. Okay, is Kim Weatherington here? Kim? Where is Kim?
Okay, she is serving today. So Liz will be collecting that gift certificate for Kim.
Okay, great. Okay,
yes, come
and
on
Christina,
up, Liz.
Christina's up here.
Liz is our nurse practitioner. She is also with us today. If you have any medical needs today, she or Holly Heron, who's also here, who worked an overnighter and came to join us this morning after working all night. Thank you. Congratulations to Kim. Thank you, Dr. Gigi.
Thank you.
We appreciate you. Ignite Chiropractic. Girlfriends, we now have a 10-minute break.
Whoa, we got more. Wait.
We have more
Wait,
prizes.
don't you leave. No, don't leave. We've got more. Wait. We've got 3 health assessments with health coach Angela Hall, who's speaking today. And so Christina is right up here. And when I draw those names, if you will go up there, Christina will give you your health assessment. Is Deborah Miller here? Deborah? Okay, Deborah, come on up. Okay. Let's go to the bottom of this. This is so much fun. I love this. This is fun. Okay.
Deborah and I were messing each other yesterday. Is that correct?
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, health coach session for Irene. Is it Cono? Is Irene here?
Oh, Irene was with us for our first retreat. Irene, are you in the house?
Irene.
I don't see Irene now.
Okay.
Who's going to be the second winner of
Next.
our health assessment
Let me
with
get to
Angela
the
Hall?
Bottom. Oh, this one's in quarters. Okay. Michelle Nickerson. Get up here, Michelle.
Oh,
She my BFF, so I'm happy. It wasn't fixed.
Congratulations! Woohoo!
This was not fixed. We got one more. Okay.
There are
Ladies
even
really
beautiful
folded these. Okay. Sandra Hunt. Is Sandra here? Yay, Sandra, come on up and get your health coach. Okay. Now, one final for this session, and that is going to be, wow, this is a $500 value. I hope you have some golfers or know some golfers or you're a golfer because
Good
it's
to see you.
golfing for foursome at Countryside Country Club, and it's worth $500. So hopefully somebody will want this. I only play miniature golf because, I'm small. Gwen Gunter? Gwen? Wow, she got it. Come on up and get that from Christina.
Gwen!
Ladies, yay! Ladies, come back.
Gwen has been a part of our ministry when we originated as our fitness ministry, and she was going to originate a golf outing for girlfriends.
Woo!
That just may be happening. Gwen is also one of our Monday night fitness instructors when daylight saving
Perfect
changes.
drawing.
Gwen will be one of our leaders that we meet at the beach in the park Monday night, 6 o'clock. You will see Gwen, myself, or one of the other instructors. Congratulations.
So